Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the video. This is my red yellow sabo deck profile. Current thoughts about this leader. He's pretty fun to play. A little bit inconsistent at times, but he can put in some work for sure, man. Like, a lot of times you can burst your opponent down before they have any idea what's happening. A lot of people don't really know how to play against him. And yeah, he just does aggro very well. And he has life manipulation. He can heal and aggro. It's a nice combination. Fun deck to play. Not my favorite, but definitely fun. So I'm gonna give you all a quick little deck profile. Starting up with Lindenberg. 4 cost 5k. This character, he basically can, when he has over 7,000 power, he can kill a 3k or less monster. With all the different cards in this deck that lower attack power, like Karasu and Koala, very dangerous card. And you can trigger him out. You can trigger him out from your life. So, which again, Sabo, his effect allows you to add one character with 7,000 of power to the top of your life at the end of a turn. I mean, during your turn. So, yep. Hiyori, again, life manipulation. You can put a great trigger at the top of your life early game, like Cracker or Lindenberg. So you can basically just get these cards out super early, you know, on attack. Hiyori, very important. Or obviously, the last cost event to get you an extra life back. Nami. This Nami's beast, what she does, she allows you to send one Don, allows you to move one rested Don to one of your leader or characters once per turn. Again, 1k counter. And that effect is just super beast because you need one Don to activate his ability. Also, Hiyori, 2k counter. She's a beast. He has 1k counter as well. These all have counter. You know, this deck has a lot of bricks, as you'll see, like Kid and Killer. I run 4 of him. I only have 2 of him right here because I got to re-sleeve for other decks. But again, if you are living under a rock and don't know much about One Piece, Kid and Killer is that beast. He came on EBO1. Whenever the opponent has 2 or less life, he has 7k while attacking during your turn, really. So, you know, very beast rusher card. And then that 7k, that's the magic number you need for Sabo's effect. So yeah, beautiful card in this deck. Charlotte Cracker. This is the card I want to see at the start of every game. I want to basically Hiyori him to the top of my life so I can trigger him out. You have to discard 1 card when you trigger him. But again, when he has Don X1 attached, 1 Don attached, he does double damage and has an extra 1,000 power and 1,000 counter. So he's not a complete brick, you know what I mean? But great, you need to see this boy against the 5 life leaders. 5 life leaders hate Cracker. Find out why. Charlotte Flampy. This is a spicy pick I added. Basically, she's a 2k counter, which I love, and on top of that, you can add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand and also draw 1 card. You want to see her basically because some people will starve you out. Some people will see you keep stacking these guys on top of your life and just won't attack you. So you want to do this to be able to get that card back in hand and also a little bit of draw as well because this deck runs out of steam fast. And she's 2k counter. Did I say 2k counter? Roanoa Zoro. Again, very cheap rusher. Again, you're an aggro deck, so you want to come swinging fast. And I run 4 of him, actually. Again, just had to re-sleeve. But, you know, 2 Don on him makes him that magic 7k number. So you can swing with him, throw him into life. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention this. I'm dumb as hell. When you put something back in your life, another character on your board can get 2,000 power. So basically, you can swing with Zoro for 7, put him back on top of your life, give, like, for example, fucking Kid and Killer an extra 2,000 power, so he'll be at 9k. You know what I mean? So very, very powerful. You're the one who's disappear. Self-explanatory. 3k counter event. You have a lot of bricks in your hand, in your deck, and you don't have a lot of counters, so this card can sometimes save the day. 5 cost Monkey D. Luffy. A very big part of this deck when people wall up behind blockers, and since you don't have a wide board with a lot of attackers because you're constantly putting guys back in top of life, yeah, he just comes through and finishes the game. When he has 2 Don attached, he can swing over their blockers. So imagine giving him 2 Don, making him 8k, and then giving him 2k buff from putting something on top of your life. That's 10k skipping a blocker. Not many people surviving that. Kikunojo, super important card in this deck. When the opponent has 3 or less lives, you trigger her from. She can come out as a trigger. So basically, you want it. That's why Cracker's so important. Getting the 5 life leader down to 3, so you can swing with her, put her on top of your deck. When they hit you, she's coming right back out. Very beast, very beast. And if you're lucky and they kill her, you're getting an extra life too. So super, super powerful. Satori, he's a 2K counter most of the time, but as well in his pinch, if you trigger him, you can play him out too. So swing, trigger, play. So you can swing with him, put him back in life, take him to your hand, not even trigger you, and you got a 2K counter. Come on, son. Koala, 2K counter, on play, give a character negative 3,000. So boom, you can technically use him with him to basically use her. I think she identifies as female. She/her. Yeah, you basically use her in combination with Lindenberg to KO a big monster, or just use her 2K counter, which is her primary purpose. But there are options when you can use both of those together. It doesn't come up often, but it happens. Shiraya, not much to say about him. Very important blocker against Black, Yellow, Luffy, Yamato. You know, those people that like to swing big and hard. Whitebeard, the 6K leaders as well. You need him. Karasu, very cool card. I love him in this deck. He's such a nice option. Basically, what he does is if on play, he gives one of the opponent's characters or leaders negative 1K for the turn. So that softens them up. That makes your 2K, that 2K bonus you got, that makes it that more devastating when you're swinging in 7,000 to a 4,000 leader. They're dropping 4K to counter one attack. If Karasu comes out in the right position, bodies are dropping because he can keep using the effect too. If he has 7,000 power or more, he can keep using the effect after on play. Basically, so like you play him one turn, negative 1K. Next turn, you buff him up to 7K, and he swings. That guy goes down to the negative to 4,000 again for the rest of the turn. So this is great for softening up the 6K leaders or making the 5K leaders just basically devastated. Very, very useful card in the deck. Love him. And last but not least, Nekomamushi. Same as Kikunojo, but just not as good, but has more utility. Basically, you can use him to attack characters that are active. So if they're not rested, you can attach to Don, use it. So basically, you can use him to get rid of threats that they haven't swung with yet if you need to. You know what I mean? Like basically force a blocker to die, force someone like this Nami to die. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't have to rest to use her effect. So basically, you know, he's just good at getting rid of threats that they don't have to rest. And also, you can trigger him off the life, just like Kikunojo. The only problem is he has 5K instead of 6K like Kiku. She's much more easier to put him back on top of your life and trigger her out than Nekomamushi. Yeah, that's a quick deck profile. The way you want to run this deck really is just basically you come out. You want to get once you're able to start using your effect, you basically want to have one card on the field that you have ready to swing with, and then have another card that you can push back to the top of your life. So, for example, like let's say it's turn 4, or when you turn. Let's say you go on second, you have 4 Don. You're at 4 Don. Well, realistically, you want to play something like Kikunojo, pass. Then next turn, you can drop something like Karasu or Nekomamushi or Lindenberg. Basically someone that, you know what I mean? Or preferably really like a rusher. So let's say you drop Kikunojo the turn before, then push him back. Yeah, put Kikunojo out one turn. Next turn, drop Zoro for 3K. So then you can use her, swing with her, because you play your last turn, swing with her. So, but buffer up to 7K, swing with her, then swing your leader with 1 Don attached for 6. Swing with him first, actually, 6K with him. Then Kikunojo for 7. Put her back on top of your life, making Zoro 7K, swinging with Zoro, and boom, they're definitely gonna be down to 3 life after that. And you got Kikunojo back at the top of your life, ready to be triggered out for next turn when they swing into you. Granted, because of shit like that, they might swing into Zoro, which is kind of a problem with the deck. The deck deals with some starvation issues. And that's just one line of play. You know, I could go into more, but like I really can't think of them right now, honestly. Because that's really what you want to do. You really want to just come out, swing hard and fast. You know, but the beauty of it is you can swing hard and fast, but then there's gonna be points when you don't want to swing as much because you basically like, you know, you gotta let cards build up on your board. Because the problem this deck has is that sometimes you're swinging with the cards too much and they're dying, and then you're just stuck with no cards on the field. And then like, you know, no cards on the field, or like you keep putting cards on top of your life and you have nothing on the field to make use of your effect, which becomes a hassle. So yeah, it's a the deck requires some work to make use of, but he's definitely fun to play and I enjoy him. So yeah, thank you all for checking this out. I want to give a shout out to Domination Gaming Crew for sending me Star Deck 13. This deck would not be possible without them. All right, y'all, thank you all and have a good night.